Hey guys, what's up? Craig here from 3D Resin Solutions. I wanted to do a quick introductory video into the CMYK+W Pigment sets, which are available for pre-sale now and will begin shipping December 1st. There are also some bundles available for Black Friday through Cyber Monday, so if you haven't already, go ahead and check those out. Some really good deals going on. In this video, I'm going to describe some of the rules on using the pigment sets, some of the bases that you can use to create different colors, and of course how you can accurately create colors using a Excel spreadsheet that I created and repeat those colors, moving forward. So to get started, I just want to jump right in and we're going to go ahead and check out our Excel spreadsheet. So this sheet will be available for download as soon as we kind of finish working out the kinks, but for the most part it is finished, and I wanted to just give you an introduction on how to use it. So we decided to do a breakdown from a CMYK set process build if you're in printing, and kind of break that down so you can create a formula and then batch that formula by weight. CMYK builds isn't designed for doing formulations, but we have, through our testing, figured out a mathematical way to make it work and get you very accurate starting formulations that you can adjust as you go. So for example, let's start and go ahead and in Illustrator, let's say I was creating a design and I have my green there and I have my CMYK build in Illustrator. So if I wanted to create this formulation, I create a 3D object that looks like this color, I can take the CMYK build, so we're at 90. I'm going to go ahead and just write it down, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to type in my CMYK build here. 133, 125, and of course I screwed that up, so that's 90. Alright, so what this does is it breaks it down into a formula percentage for the toners. This is my multiplier, and it allows me to decide how much pigment I want in the total formulation. So 5 is a good starting point. Notice how it's green. It will turn red if you go over 7%. 7 is the max that we've been able to create workable formulas with so far. It really is application specific, so feel free to push it if you want, but I think 5 is a good number to start with. So 5 in the total percentage. All right. So this is our formulation. So then we're going to go down here to our batch ticket. In the bottom left hand corner, we're going to switch tabs, and you notice that formula that we just created is right here, the percentages. It's not yet in the formula that we want to batch because this is all editable. So if you wanted to create your own formula, you could certainly do that. All right, but if you wanted to just batch the generated formula that you created, you click the batch button and it will break it all down for you. All right, so this is probably where most people are going to live. A 100-gram batch is about perfect for an Anycubic or Elegoo, but if you wanted to increase it, you can do 150. That's about max for the Elegoo and Anycubic resin tanks. If you want to create opaque colors like grays, or colors that just have backgrounds like some of the pumpkin spice that we have on the website, Peru, things like that, you can add some white toner and it will break it down for you as well. Sorry, 0.5, not 50. About 0.5% is where you want to live. 1% is good as well. We've done maximum of 2%, but then you're getting into the range of more of a pastel rather than a kind of in-depth color. And then we want to make sure we save our formula. So in here, I'm going to call it custom green. You could do a file save as and make sure you save your batches. So when you do this, you always want to make sure you save your formulation so you can print this out, go ahead and make your batch in your mixing area and pour it in and see how it works out. If you need to make adjustments, of course you can make adjustments and then save as you go. And that way, if you know what you did, you can always know what you want to do next time. All right, so that's the generator. It will be available. This is version 1. It will be available for download within a week or so, but definitely before we start shipping our CMYK+W Pigment sets. And it's a really cool tool. So when you're using your pigment set, you want to stick to 3 bases. We have our fast cure color base, which is pretty much where you want to live for most of your color creations. You have a clear and you have a white. The thing about the clear and the white is they use a non-yellowing photo initiator package. It's not as efficient as the photo initiator package that's in the fast cure color base. If you were to just print the fast cure color base as a clear, it would turn very yellow when you cured it out. Okay, that's just the nature of the beast. Whereas the clear is designed to stay very clear. Thing is, you are limited to how much pigment you can put in both the clear and the white before you really have to increase your exposure times per layer. So with your clear, if you want to make tints, then your clear is what you're going to want to use. Under 1% pigment, and you add it to the clear and you make beautiful tints that just have a little bit of pigment to them and they kind of look clear and they make very cool looking colors. If you want to make terrain, for example, or home decor, then you want to use your white, the Hero White as your base, and again, stick to the same rules. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you for tuning in. A couple things to keep in mind is you want to treat these pigments the same way you would treat resin. Make sure you're wearing your gloves and your eye protection. If you get it on your skin, wash your hands with plenty of soap and water, and make sure you're keeping these things away from children. They're not pigments that you can use for anything else other than blending UV 3D pigments, okay? Be sure to check out our Hero community group on Facebook, and also links down below to the CMYK+ white pigment sets and some of the Black Friday deals that are going on. As always, guys, thank you for joining me, and happy creating.